on.
Oh, we're just going to
Yep, there
wait.
you go.
Oh, and it's recording. So welcome to our final Team Shine training for 2019. It is the 23rd of December, and who knows who else is going to hop on, because it certainly, I love saying the silly season. Hey, James?
Yes, I know, it is very silly.
So, he thinks it's silly because he's wearing that shirt. So
Yes.
Claire's got it. Yes,
Claire's
so
having
Claire's
fun.
I hope everyone can see Claire. She's certainly into the Christmas spirit. I love it. I want to get one of those white hats as well. So I hope you've all had a fabulous 2019. I don't know about the rest of you, but it certainly had some massive growth, massive challenges, but also some real good success stories and sort of milestones. I mean, my goodness, who am I sitting next to? And this all happened this year, so I cannot be so grateful with how things are panning out. So really, this time for so many is reflecting about what the year has been and looking forward to what 2020 could bring you. Now, remember, with everything, most of it is our mindset. We cannot control what the external world throws at us, but we can control how we react. And one of the big pointers in this business is learning our mindset and how we react and how we can shift. So it all goes hand in hand. So I hope that 2020 will bring you a lot more successes and continuing on from this year. So before I go on any further, a couple of things that I'm going to mention. But tonight is not so much as well about training. It's about giving you information and updates. That's what's been happening with within the company itself, and giving you a bit of deeper understanding on why these changes are occurring. So before I get into that, 6th of January, put it in your diaries. That's going to be our first Team Shine training for 2020, okay, with Dean and I. And then from then onwards, I've created a roster. I think we've got until April, where we're all going to, well, those that know, they're going to be, hi, my camera isn't working. That's all right, Nick. If you can see me or hear me, that's cool. And Dean, of course, when he talks, when I throw it over to him. Yes, the roster. It's going to have some of you to help step up, share your sort of bird's eye view of your business, your successes and training. So if you didn't see the post already, on the Team Shine page, I did ask for 2020 training ideas. So it's not just for me, but it also gives others an indication of where we're in lack, where we need more support, and ideas for others that are going to take on that training, that they can get some ideas. So please look up the search engine, put down your ideas, because I really want this to be a collective input moving forward, and especially 2020. The other thing that is coming up that I've been seeing that so many of us are going to is the Australian Leadership Academy, January 31st. Claire, I am so excited. There are so many of you we haven't met, and we're all going to be together, and it's going to be just so amazing. So again, final call if you haven't registered. I believe we're pretty much to capacity. They've got like only 80 tickets or something left, and they cannot extend it because of they've made their plans with the venues prior. So some people may miss out, so don't let it be you.
You don't want to miss out on that one.
Not at all.
No.
So that's at Surfers Paradise. Don't stress if you don't stay at the Novotel. How's the accommodation in the Gold Coast, Dean?
There's plenty of accommodation near the Gold Coast. Well, on the Gold Coast, near Surfers Paradise, there's plenty there, so you won't miss out anywhere, really. Like, I only just live down the road. You can come stay at my house if you really want.
Yeah, we'll have the Team Shine at Cabarita Beach.
At Cabarita, yeah.
Yeah, it's about 40 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah,
or something?
35, yeah.
35.
Yeah, something like that. Maybe half an hour, depends on how fast you are.
Well, we go by the speed limit, of course, don't we, Dean?
Yes, we do.
We abide by the rules. And for those that are in Queensland, Claire from corporate has reached out to me, and she is going to drive up that evening we're going to have dinner for some strategies, planning and prep before the Leadership Academy, and also help us where we need to go. Now, one of the things, because I mean, I'm going to be talking about a bit of things, I want to get across to everyone that corporate are really trying to build the bridge between us distributors and them, and really fine-tune how they can work together. Now, Claire was employed as our field management developer. Now, she has been running around doing admin. Pam is dealing more closer with corporate and with events and stuff like that. And Angie, if you remember Angie Package, she went on maternity leave before Claire started. She's coming back hopefully this next year. So she'll take on the part-time admin role to give Claire more time to travel and really help connect with each of us and help show us the way. Now, she has got network marketing personal experience as well as being in corporate. So she is so valuable, and she's been a real support to me. She's helped me with my accountability, and she is here for all of us. So she doesn't do it for everyone, and we've got her coming. So the 22nd of January, on the Sunshine Coast, that dinner, I think we're in Markula from memory, please put that as a priority. The other thing we want to talk about is for 2020 is Team Shine as a whole. Now, you know that there are other people that are in the group that aren't directly in my downline, and I am encouraging that. Everyone relates to different people and different styles of training, and we're all part of this same magnificent company, and we're all here to help each other grow. We all have our own tools, our own insights, our own worldly living that can relay into this business. So if any time that you feel any other person that you know is a distributor that might really be get a lot of value from the way that we run things, please reach out to me, because I'm more than happy to extend that invitation, because we're all here, whatever cross line, up line, down line, to help each other grow. And that's optimal for me, is that unity. And I'll be really focusing on that for 2020. So even though you might feel it's not growing your business personally, you know it is, because where attention goes, energy flows. All right, so it will come back to you, believe me. All right, so I'm going to put up another request in Team Shine. I want you all to think about it. I can't do everything, because I need to keep recruiting as well. And there are things that have sort of been put on the side burner that I would really love some of you beautiful people to go, yeah, I'm more than happy to do that. So I will put a list, and then if you can say, yes, I'm happy to take on that role, even if it's for a couple of months, for the year, whatever we can do, see how it goes. So it'll be things like learning a bit more about compliance and making sure our team is doing compliant posts. I will then connect that person with compliance within LifeVantage, and they will get some really good training as well. We've got our roster. Now, the roster that I've sort of done until April, but I would like someone to take on that role for the rest of the year, monitor who's doing training, and be that sort of liaison to see, yes, oh, Sam, we need to do training here, or someone else wants to step up and do it, and then write out the roster on a PDF or whatever, and put it on Team Shine so everyone knows what's happening. It doesn't take that much time, but those little things can really help me, a part of what we're doing in the group. Posting in activated live community information. We will be having a member of compliance in LifeVantage popping in as a friend and helping me clean up the page, because we really, there's a lot of stuff going on at the moment, you know, trying to fine tune so the company doesn't shut down, because it's getting so big, okay? So someone to help commit to maybe do a Science Sunday post, a Monday Madness, or affirmation posts, seeking testimonials, to really create that community. But not only that, it gives that regular engagement. Another thing, if you haven't done your testimonial yet, please practice in Team Shine and post in Activated Live. All right, and as well as things like files and stuff. So have a think about those roles, and if there are other roles that you think that you could do input as the team, please, I would love it. Okay, so we want to run a tight ship and make sure that everyone is getting what they need to do to learn and grow. Do you want to add anything on? I said that we'll talk together, but I seem to
no, she's absolutely amazing. Just everything that she comes up with and just keeps on flowing. You know how Sam does it. Everything just needs to come out all at once. It doesn't really matter. I'm just sitting here just loving it and just learning from her anyway. So, but it's all good, Sarah.
Sorry, I'll just okay. So we're getting hi, Sarah. Sarah's got a hat on too.
Oh, she's an elf tonight.
She's a little elf, a little pixie, beautiful little elf, Sarah. She's not, I don't know if she's even looking at us. Okay, so today, if we get into the nitty-gritty of tonight's call, is that I was on a Pro 5 and Above Leadership Australia and New Zealand call with Pam, Cortland and Claire. Now, there's lots of stuff that's going on in LifeVantage, and we'll be launching February the 1st. Now, we've had little snippets of ideas of what's going on, but first of all, we are having a bit of a price increase on 2 of our products. Now, when you first hear that, and when I first hear, you go, ugh, people are already saying, what's the price? And they query it. Now, what's a good approach, Dean, when we talk about price increase? Do we go down the rabbit hole and go, oh, no one's going to buy it?
We've got to react and worry about it, and, then we're going to go down that rabbit hole, like you said.
But are we? What are we going to do?
We're not going to go down that rabbit hole. No, not at all. We're going to switch that mindset of ours and see the benefits of this, and see what other sides that we have we're going to benefit from, and what are we going to benefit from.
Well, we are going. Oh, well, you're jumping the gun there. Thanks, Dean.
That's all right.
But if I get to the point now. With these 2 price increase, there are 2 products, our NRF2 and our NRF1. Now, the background behind it is a couple of things. The market place and where the manufacturing prices have gone up altogether worldwide, and things will go up as companies grow, prices and exchange rates grow too. So we have to, LifeVantage have to work that out. But not only that, unfortunately for Australia, the exchange rate with the US has been consistently higher, and they've had to take that into consideration as well. So, we had Cortland today explaining all the processes about why we're doing it. But when push comes to shove, we just have to be so grateful that we have these products and what they're going to do for us. So our NRF2 is now jumping to $64.50 from the 1st of February. Now, all this that I'm explaining, this is inside talk. So corporate are going to do a bit of not a launch, information for distributors in January. So they tend to do it 30 days prior, and as well as for consumers. So this stuff I'm telling you, please do not discuss with your consumers until it is announced officially, okay? Because, there's always contingencies, something may happen, and then we want to make sure that we're following the official information and we can follow suit there, okay? So this is for your benefit. So NRF2, if you buy it singular, it is going to be $64.50. If you buy NRF1 singular, it's going to be up to $74. No other products are increasing in price, but I'll tell you something else. If you order the dual synergizer, which is the NRF1 and 2, that is staying the same price at $119. So automatically, that is even more massive value. So if you look at the strategies of business building, you really don't want anyone just on NRF2 anyway. You want them to be optimal health. So at the minimum, the dual synergizer, and then the essentials pack, that is also staying at the same price with free shipping. All right, so our 2 packs now become even more value, which people want, which is actually going to increase our growth, our business growth, if you look at it like that way. Okay, so the other thing from February the 1st is we have this promotion that's going on from the 26th of December with the free shipping over $150. Now, Jeannie questioned that. She spoke to support today and said it's going to be a permanent thing. So from February the 1st, it is going to be permanent that any consumer on one-off order, or whether it's auto ship, spends more than $150 in an order, in one singular order, they'll get free shipping. So look at it this way. If they order the dual synergizer, that's $119, you know, plus shipping. But if we say $119, they only have to order one of the skincare products or hand cream, and they get free shipping. So again, we're looking at those bigger orders, which we're going to get the volume points and commissions, which is going to be a permanent good incentive. Because I don't know about you, but so many people ask, but how much is shipping? And it really grates them. So, hey, let's look at the positives. We're getting these 2 massive value packs and free shipping as well. So that's going on. Now, in saying that, so that's the sort of not so good news with the increase of costings for our products. But on the exciting part, from February 1st, now I don't know if you've heard about how our commissions work. So our commissions are called peg rates. If you don't understand, I suggest you can go and look it up. Do you even know where you can look it up, Deems? Did you know about peg rates before?
Nope.
See, not many people do. And I didn't really myself. So you can go and find that out. But it works on a peg rate basis. So currently we're at a 1.4. So from and which gives us the current commissions, the amounts that we receive. So it's about $15 if you get someone just on NRF2, for example. The $500 that you get back on a platinum pack, that is equal to your 1.4 peg rate, right? So from February 1st, it's 1.25 is what we're working on. We're going to 1.4. Sorry. So we're going to 1.4, which you might go, oh, what does that mean? That's a big, big thing. So our longevity of earning commissions, you're going to see a really, really big difference, especially once you go Pro 3 and then jump to Pro 5. Your commissions are really going to be, you're going to be earning a lot more money. So put it into perspective. From February the 1st, if you get someone on Platinum Pack, it goes from $500 to $560 we get. Now that's massive, massive. Then the Gold Pack, you get $280. Again, pretty good. Silver
Really good.
Pack, you get $140 now. So that's our bonus for next year, and that's staying. So that is exciting. So even though we're getting this increase, we're also getting more money in our pockets, so more drive to stay really positive. And, you know, people might shrug for a little while, a couple of months, they'll be used to it anyway, and it'll be water under the bridge. And do you know what? All companies go through different price changes, and it's the first increase that Australia has had. Okay, so if you want to break it down with your NRF2, you will now be getting, instead of the 15, you get 17. For the Duo, you get 34 back. I didn't work out the activated essentials, but you can get that. You're going to get, it's quite a good increase. And, you know, people that, the Pro 7, when they get their, 21 or 25K for reaching a Life Vantage, and you get, you know, in the US, they get their Jeep and we get the cash. It's now jumped to 35,000 Australian. So that is massive. So I'll be going for that next year, that's for sure. It's like, you know, someone's income for the whole year.
That's right.
So, in knowing all of that, we are still the cheapest country in the world for selling Protandim amongst all that. So how good's that with the exchange rates? So it is. Amazing. It is good news for us all round. So I want you to keep this encouragement going. I don't want to hear, you know, whether it's in our threads or amongst you, really getting upset about these changes, because it will slow you down. It is the course of business, and really we've got some bonuses coming and it's benefiting us. So it is a really good way to promote for new distributors and business partners, saying, hey, February the 1st, jump on before then. We're going to be getting so much back in our pockets, which is so, so exciting. Also, okay, so another change is our packs, our distributor packs. They also will be going up a little bit, but you'll be getting more in the pack. And they are adding the hair care and ProBio. So the Platinum pack from February 1st will be $16.99. You'll have 3 different pack options, so like a Pro-Tandem pack and then 2 other mixed packs. The gold pack will be $8.50. You'll get 2 options. New Zealand are getting 3 options because they've particularly asked for a pure Pro-Tandem pack. So that might flow across to Australia, but we're not sure yet. And the silver pack, you'll have 2 options as well, with maybe not every product, okay? So the actual breakdown of what's going to be in product in the packs hasn't been disclosed. Again, all this information is for us only, okay? Really, really quiet, you know, with all that. So much to say. I'm like going in my
That's why Sam's doing it. She knows it all. She knows it all.
So in the meantime, remember that Boxing Day until the 30th of December, go to your consumers and tell them free shipping, $150 Australian, and for New Zealand it's $160 and they get free shipping. The other thing that is really cool for New Zealand, Nick in particular, if you're listening, and then of course Andrea and Katie if they're Maureen and Tom, that on the 28th of January, right, next year, they have a Pro3 conference. So those that are close to Pro3 and their sponsors. So if you guys can see yourself in that situation, it's going to be held, I think it's in Auckland, but not only that, they're going to do 2 Pro3 conferences a year. So 2 in New Zealand and 2 in Australia. So if you are wanting to run to Pro3, stay tuned for that, where you're going to get intimate training, how to jump from Pro3 to Pro5, from elites and corporate. So that will be, the dates haven't been disclosed for Australia, but on the 28th of January, that is for New Zealand. And Nick, if you have someone or yourself going to Pro3, you can go to that. It's going to be half-day training, but they'll probably put it into a full day. Okay, so today being the 23rd, if you look in your back office, you should see, it should be today, I was told it was today, that your 25th auto ships will be processed, so they get out before Christmas. Not to say they will get it before Christmas, but it will certainly help. So check that. If you find that some are and some aren't, please reach out to customer support or email them if you can't get through. So really check your back offices, because it's some things get lost in the mix. All right, now that is the main stuff that I got information today. So it is really exciting. One of the things that Charlotte was saying, which I really, really resonated, is that if you have, and a tip when we talk about price increases, or you have consumers that are just on NRF2, which, don't get me wrong, NRF2 is magical. You have amazing results just on that. But really, we've grown from NRF2. And for us, and this is my big input before I say what Charlotte said, for us, it's like, why just introduce NRF2 and you're holding back when you haven't offered the whole lot, ProBio, NRF1, NRF2, and let them decide. So when I explain to consumers, I give them 3 options. I say the top tier, the essentials pack. This is the ultimate to get your health back on track. You're going to be so fully activated. You're going to be on it for 4 to 6 months and beyond. give them the price. Give them the price of the dual synergizer and say, this is the next best. But really, if they're really struggling financially, let's just get you on NRF2. So really have that approach. So Charlotte was saying, sort of on that flavour of talking about consumers, is really get to talk to them and go, I really want you to feel your best. So if you are just on NRF2 or you're thinking about costing, let's look at what you are taking at the moment. What supplements? What's your lifestyle? What extra fizzy drinks are you getting, or deciding to go out to dinner? Because I'm telling you, when you get activated, it is so life-changing. It's going to help you and educate that. Let's work out how we can slot this into your lifestyle and really become that consultant with them, because we want to shift those that are around us to live their best lives. And the more we can help people, the more that they're going to spread the word and the more intimate our relationship comes with them. So really work out when someone says, oh, I can't afford it, or you're putting them into the too hard basket, did you actually sort of sit with them or on the phone and say, hey, how can we make this work so you can have optimal health? Because imagine what your life would be living at your best. And it only gets better. So start thinking about those strategies. And before, the next thing I was going to jump that I'll do. I'm going to put you on the spot. Because I've been talking and I'm
told me you've got to put me on the spot.
I am. But
I'm ready for it now.
You're ready for it. So, goals. We all love them. We don't all love them, but they're all good to have. And even whether you write them down, time's irrelevant, but to know where you want to go. So 2019, I would love you all to reflect and think, what successes have I had this year? Now, we could all jump out and say all the challenges that we've had, because that's pretty easy. It's sort of like, oh, well, hopefully it's not easy, but it seems to be. So Dean, if you feel comfortable enough, which I'm sure you do, so if you think about this year so far, what would you say within LifeVantage and your growth, what successes have you had being a part of all this?
Well, that's a tough question, really.
Tough, okay.
No, my success is really reducing my time actually plastering. That's been one of the best things that I've had to experience. That gives me more time to be with my family, be with my kids, be with Sam. But yeah, that's been the real big success for me. And that's what I want to really stick by and just keep doing, really, because I love setting my goals with doing my daily input with my team, and also just being a part of this company has really been life-changing for me in all aspects, really. So me, I just want to keep that going, not plastering so much. But it does bring in that other income. But I really just want to build this business as fast as I can. So, and for 2020, I can see myself just retiring, really, from that side of things. So that's my biggest goal for next year, is to retire plastering and just be LifeVantage, be a full-time biohacker.
See, that is so good. And see how, you saying that becomes the intent more powerful.
Mm-hmm.
So share it, if it's not with us, with someone, what you want. So for 2020, for myself, I am going to be Pro 7. I want to be able to go to Maui and Hawaii, like Carrie Christie has just gone to the Maldives for their Pro 7s. I want to get that LifeVantage money, that $35,000,
that would be awesome.
And I want to make a difference in thousands of people's lives. Dean and I have spoken, and we've really got heads down.
Big goals for us next year.
Yeah, and we're going to be working really, really hard, just round the clock. We're going to give 2020 our all to inject everything to make this business grow. And I want all of you there with me. And this does mean that both of us are here for all of you and, to help you as well. So think about your goals, whether you want to share them, write them down, have the intent. It really puts you on the path of opportunity and creation. And certainly Leadership Academy will trigger you with that.
Yes, it will.
As well. One of the big things that keeps coming up with growing your business and keeping it simple is speaking to 5 new people a day. And that is 5 people verbally like voice notes, like you're having an exchange voice notes, coffee, phone, 5 new people a day. And the statistics show that you will continuously grow and double by doing that, and all the momentum starts catching up. So if you're not sure on strategies there and things to do, if you speak and commit to 5 people a day, you watch your business grow. In the new year as well, I will be doing some intimate Zoom trainings about how to live your best life, how to get your mind on par to make your business grow. So we'll be doing that, but that will only be for those that are ready, those that want to action, and those that want to follow that trainer's suit, because it isn't for everyone. And people with their business have different ideas of what they want to do. So stay tuned for that. That will be for those that are interested. That will be in January as well. Okay, so that's me with my formalities. Have you got anything else, Dean, that you would like to share with everyone?
Everyone just have a Merry Christmas, really. We've got 2 more days to go, and it's going to be a magical time of the end of the year for us all. So really just stick by it as well, even though it's the silly season, as Sam says. Make that silly more fun, and really do speak to people. It is Chrissy time, so you will be speaking to more people, your friends and family and stuff like that. So really just start bringing, activation out in a little conversation and see how things flow for you all. But yes, definitely have Merry Christmas, and of course New Year's as well. So.
Oh, I know. And ditto, the best Christmas. And I was just reading my notes, just separate. Pam, our Pamela Ferry, Cortland was telling us today that LifeVantage are flying her over to New York, and write this date down, on the 9th of January. Now, I don't know if you see on the movies at the stock market and they ring the bell and they get all excited because it's the end of the financial year for the stock exchange. I could be speaking the wrong language about it, but I know the bell. I've seen the movie Wall Street. Well, they stock people, market people, have invited LifeVantage to do that. So LifeVantage are flying Pam because Australia's market is making such a massive impact in the stock exchange. So how cool is that? It's going to be broadcast live. We don't know what time, we don't know where, but stay tuned. It will be announced on social media. But I just thought how super cool for Pam to represent us over there. She'll be, obviously, she reckons she's going to bring the Pretend and banner and all sorts of things. So that's pretty exciting. And the opportunities that we get at this company are just so cool. You feel like well, I know we're friends,
We're a part of it too, so
yeah,
part of the company.
That's it. All right, so I'll get Dean to stop recording. So thanks everyone, and Merry Christmas. Remember, 6th of January is our first training for 2020, and I'm super excited about it. So stay safe and look after each other and yourself.
Yes, have a good holiday, people.
So put that on pause.